So let's go and take a look at how the Google Pixel 8 compares against the Google Pixel 6 Pro. I'm a little late to this comparison. I should have done like a month ago, but better late than never. The Pixel 6 Pro, the main flagship that came out back in 2021, against the kind of mid-tier phone. Let's go and see. If you want to pick either one of the phones, I would recommend buying this year. Links will be down in the description. You can get that from there, and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, side by side, you can definitely tell both these phones are very, very different than one another. The Pixel 6 Pro, which I actually do think looks better than the Pixel 8 Pro that just came out, on the front had a massive 6.7-inch LTPO OLED display. And it's a very good looking panel. The reason why I like these panels so much was because they curved. I like the Pixel 8s because they're a little bit more like curved on the sides, but the curved glass on the side of these phones looked amazing, and I definitely do think they still look very, very good. It's only like a 2-year-old phone, so these things are not going to age that much, but they look very good, and I still like the way they look, especially with that 120Hz display and the hole punch display at the very top. The Pixel 8 is taking a little bit more of a modern design change, which I think is actually very nice. So still maintaining the hole punch, the design of this panel is still pretty much the same. There's a few big changes. At the top, they're curved now. So the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro were more like sharp edges. These ones are a lot more curved, which I actually do like a lot. You're still getting a 120Hz display on this smaller phone, which actually feels a lot smoother, I think, and it actually just a really good feeling phone. Like it's a much smaller phone, which I think looks very, very good. On the side of both these phones, you can kind of see that they're kind of a little bit different too. You can see that they both have like the camera bumps that kind of stick out a little bit, but you also have this reflective material on the Pixel 6 Pro, which I think looks pretty good. USB Type-C ports on the bottom. I'm actually charging my Pixel 6 Pro right now. And on the back side, this was something that I didn't like about the Pixel 6 Pros, is that they didn't really look that good on the back. They looked better than I think all the other Pixels before, except maybe the Pixel, I think the Pixel 2 XL looked pretty good, but this one didn't really look that good, especially with this camera module. I think with the Pixel 8, it definitely looks so much better, and I love the way Google is actually approaching the Pixel 8s. I think the 6 Pros look great, but like the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro look so much better on the back. You're getting IP certification, you're getting wireless charging, you're getting reverse wireless charging on both, and overall, on the exterior, both these phones look very, very good. I'm a big fan of the way Google has approached these devices, but I do appreciate and respect the Pixel 6 series in general, because Google, it was basically the first phones that Google basically made that were stepping out of their comfort zone. And I think this was a really good approach. I'm glad the way Google ended up doing with the Pixel 8s. Now, in terms of software and longevity, this is a massive, massive difference. So with the Pixel 6 Pro, this was a phone essentially came out in 2021. Stock Android phones get software support for a long period of time. So this phone's going to be supported for so many years. But the thing is that the Pixel 8, what Google ended up doing with the Google Pixel 8 is that this particular phone, Google support, is saying they're supporting this phone for another 7 years of software and security updates. That's a massive deal. That's a really, really big deal. And the fact that this phone has that type of capability means that I can basically recommend this phone for so many years. And, it would be a really good phone. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but after the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, next year, I'm not really going to be recommending this phone. I do the same thing with the Pixel 5. I did the same thing with the Pixel 4 so many years ago. And this is going to be the exact same thing, except in the opposite way. 3 years from now, I'm probably still going to be recommending people to buy the Pixel 8 for the most part. So that's another big thing to keep in mind. Probably one of the biggest advantages of buying something like the Google Pixel 8. Now let's go into a speed comparison between both these phones. The Google Pixel 8 has a Google Tensor G3 chipset inside with 8GB of RAM, where the Pixel 6 Pro has a Google Tensor G1 chipset inside with 12GB of RAM. So a lot more RAM inside the Pixel 6 Pro than the Pixel 8. So let's go and see which one's a faster phone between both. Okay, the Pixel 6 Pro is on the left, the Pixel 8 is on the right. All the apps are cleared out. Let's get into it. Phone calls 3, 2, 1. About the same thing. Camera 3, 2, 1. Kind of about the same thing too. Let's take a night mode photo. And the Pixel 8 was actually substantially faster here than the Pixel 6 Pro. Hopping out of these two, let's get into their Play Stores 3, 2, 1. So this one is not on Wi-Fi, this one is, so that's going to be a slight difference. Google Photos 3, 2, 1. So the Pixel 6 Pro didn't even open it up when I tapped on it. Hopping out of these two, we have a lot of applications we can go and test out. Stack 3, 2, 1. And I think the Pixel 8 was slightly faster, but they were almost, there was still a lot of overlap there. Getting into this specific application, see if there's any big difference. And these applications are small, but there could sometimes be some differences. Hopping out of here, Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. Now this is not a super big heavy game, but it's also not a small one either. And you can learn a lot by even these basic loading, screens. So because we didn't have Wi-Fi on the Pixel 6 Pro, this one didn't have to download anything, it just kind of preloaded. So I wouldn't say this one was that much faster per se, but it's still probably, maybe it would have been a little faster, who knows. Personally, for me, in my opinion, it probably would have been slower. But whatever, it's kind of the same thing, whatever. Hopping out of these two, let's go and get into Facebook, 3, 2, 1. Pixel 6 Pro is the faster one there. Snake versus Blocks, 3, 2, 1. Now this game is not even that big of a game either, but you can see the Pixel 8 was kind of faster. But getting into the game, it kind of glitched up a little bit on the Pixel 8. So a little bit of a weird thing. I've been kind of noticing that on some of these older phones, they've had more updates, so they've had a lot more progression in those applications. Because the Pixel 8 is kind of new, there's still lots of issues and bugs that Google has to kind of address and fix within the newer device. And for the newer updates that are going to be coming around, I'm sure it's going to fix and address some of these issues. But as you can see, for all the applications I've opened up so far, these ones have done a really good job for the most part. So what I'll tell you is, from the speed performance standpoint, you're definitely going to be getting very good performing phones from both of these still. Theoretically speaking though, the Pixel 8 should be giving you a faster phone by quite a bit, but you can see there's still a lot of overlap here as far as I can tell. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. Now, in terms of the camera side of things, I've been telling you for so many years now, Google, kind of dropped the ball for a couple years on the Pixel series for the most part, since like the Pixel 3 onwards. But they did kind of fix a couple things with the Pixel 6. I think with the Pixel 8, they're like middle of the road. So with both these phones, there's a lot of overlapping features. You're getting 4K at 60 on the front, on back on the Pixel 6 Pro, but you're only getting 4K at 60 on the back of the Pixel 8, but 4K at 30 on the front of the Pixel 8. Not really too sure what's going on there. I feel like Google could be doing a little bit of a better job. Moral of the story is, Google could be doing a better job with both of these camera sensors, and I still feel like that is something that could be done. I guess we're going to wait and see what happens in the future. But as of right now, the Pixel 6 Pro, for this type of camera, it's still a really, really good camera for what you're getting. There's not as many features as a Samsung camera. We all kind of know this. I've been saying this for so many years now. Google cameras are great, but Samsung cameras are so much better. They're probably the best of the best. And with a phone like the Pixel 6 Pro, this is a pretty good camera. I think it's on par with something like the Pixel 8. You're getting motion mode, you're getting night sight, portrait mode, camera mode, a video mode, and under this other modes, you're getting some other modes under modes, so it's really cool. I will tell you though, the Pixel 8 is probably going to be giving you the better experience overall. I wouldn't even say that. I think the Pixel 8 is going to be giving you a different type of experience. I think this type of camera is good. And I do like how you are getting probably a few more features built in, but it's still not even that crazy. Like, you're getting like 0.6x zoom or 0.5x zoom on the outside, 8x zoom on the inside, which is nice. Portrait mode, long exposure, action pan, portrait mode, photo, night side, panorama. It's a lot of good stuff, and I'm really happy Google is still giving us these types of cool features. But I don't know. I look at a phone like the Pixel 8, and I think the camera's like really good, but it's not better than like a Pixel 6 Pro, and it's not better than the Galaxy S23. It's not even better than a Galaxy S21 in my opinion. So to kind of sum up this comparison, what I'll tell you is, I think the Pixel 8, it's a good phone, and I think this is a really, really good phone overall. It doesn't excel in one particular area, maybe besides like software updates. Beyond that, it's not really a phone that I look at as like the main phone I'd recommend this year. If you want a stock Android phone that is going to be supported for many years, that's going to get day one updates, this is the one for you. And it's probably the best Pixel that Google's made in this specific size. But I do think, like, if you want to save a substantial amount of money, like, you can buy a Google Pixel 6 Pro for like $200 and something right now. And this thing has a really good display, excellent build quality, really decent cameras, still like flagship features with software updates still. You're really getting a really good price per dollar phone on something like the Pixel 6 Pro in the used market, rather than maybe a brand new Pixel 8. If you're going the brand new route, 100% buy the Pixel 8. But at that point, I wouldn't even recommend this. I'd recommend buying like a Galaxy S23 or a Galaxy S23 Plus, maybe those types of phones. But the Pixel 8 is still a really good phone too. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.